At the core of Islam is a powerful belief: wealth is a trust from God, not just a personal possession. Muslims are called to share their blessings, making charity a fundamental part of faith. The Quran repeatedly urges believers to give, telling stories of prophets and ordinary people who supported the poor, orphans, and travelers. Charity in Islam takes two main forms: zakat, a required annual donation of 2.5% of savings, and sadaqah, voluntary acts of kindness. Zakat is a right of the poor, not a favor, and is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. Sadaqah can be as simple as a smile or as generous as a large donation, encouraged at all times. Early Muslim societies built a culture of compassion and mutual support, ensuring no one was left behind. Giving was never about superiority, it was about purifying wealth and soul, and bridging the gap between rich and poor. This system circulated wealth, supporting the most vulnerable and strengthening the community. Charity is deeply spiritual in Islam, a recognition that all possessions belong to God. By giving, believers follow the example of the Prophet Muhammad, renowned for his generosity. This transformed charity from a transaction into a sacred duty. It became a way to connect with God and shape a just society. The act of giving was woven into the fabric of Islamic civilization from its earliest days. It was not just a social rule, but a profound act of faith. Through charity, Islam built a foundation of justice, compassion, and community. Early Muslims didn't leave charity to chance. They built an organized welfare system. Under the caliphs, the state managed zakat, appointing officials to collect and distribute funds. These funds went to the Bayt al-Mal, the House of Wealth, serving the public good. The treasury supported the poor, orphans, widows, travelers, and even freed slaves. Distribution was systematic. Lists of eligible recipients were kept, and regular stipends provided. This was more than a handout. It was a structured effort to empower people and alleviate poverty. The state saw itself as guardian of the people's welfare, ensuring dignity and security for all. This approach was a major departure from random acts of charity in other societies. Caliph Umar famously said he'd be responsible even if a mule stumbled in a distant land, reflecting deep public responsibility. The Islamic welfare model was one of the world's first state-funded social safety nets. It laid the groundwork for future welfare states. Compassion and accountability were at its core. As the Islamic world grew, charity inspired lasting public institutions. The Waqf, a charitable endowment, became central, dedicating property or revenue for public good forever. Waqfs funded hospitals, or bimaristans, offering free, advanced medical care to all, regardless of background. These hospitals also trained doctors and pioneered medical science. Waqfs fueled education, founding madrasas and libraries that offered free learning in religion, science, and philosophy. Centers like the House of Wisdom in Baghdad and Al-Azhar in Cairo became global beacons of knowledge. Charitable endowments also supported soup kitchens, fountains, orphanages, and public works. This network of institutions formed the backbone of urban life during the Islamic Golden Age. Cities became centers of compassion, not just commerce or power. Charity was not just about relief, it was about building opportunity and dignity. The legacy of Waqf ensured that generosity outlived its founders. Through these foundations, Islamic civilization set new standards for public welfare. The spirit of giving shaped a society where care and knowledge were accessible to all. Islamic charity stood apart from ancient models. In Rome, welfare was political. Bread and circuses kept citizens content, not out of compassion. Aid was limited to citizens, not the truly needy or outsiders. Elsewhere, charity was private, not a community responsibility. Poverty was often seen as fate, not a social issue to solve. Islam made zakat a mandatory pillar, collected and distributed by the state, a radical idea. The system was inclusive, helping the poor, debtors, travelers, and more. Hospitals treated everyone, regardless of background. A revolutionary approach. Islamic charity aimed to empower and purify, not just provide relief. Giving was a right for the receiver, preserving dignity, the ultimate goal. A society where charity was no longer needed because everyone had enough. This vision set Islamic welfare apart from the limited, self-serving systems of other civilizations. The Islamic welfare model influenced the world far beyond its borders. European visitors marveled at hospitals and universities funded by charitable endowments. The Waqf inspired the development of trust law in England, shaping modern foundations and universities. Zakat and Sadaqah echo in today's welfare states, where society cares for its vulnerable through collective responsibility. The Bayt al-Mal was a blueprint for public services funded by mandatory contributions. Today, as we face global challenges, the Islamic model reminds us that compassion and social responsibility can shape a just society. Welfare is about building institutions that uphold dignity and opportunity for all. The legacy of Islamic charity remains a powerful inspiration for a better world.